Welcome, it's King Lizzard on Xbox One with Warframe. Now Warframe is a futuristic shooter, it's a TPS, so a third-person shooter. However, it does have a hack and slash element to it as well. Now this mission I'm doing is an exterminate mission at the location E Prime, which is on planet Earth. And this mission is pretty much, it's as simple as they come. You're going to have to exterminate everything as the player to get from point A to point B. Once you've killed all the enemy, it's mission over and it's time to extract from the planet. Now, Warframe has been around since, I think, the very end of August 2014. It was out a couple of weeks before Destiny. Quite bad timing for it, I think. In terms of game ideas, obviously Warframe was around first. It was something that PC players have been playing for a very long time, as well as I think PS3 had this as well. I may be wrong, but I think I'm certain they did. And it's something that obviously came to the One quite early on in the One's life, but at the wrong time. I think if it had been a little bit earlier, it might have got a bit more of a fan base. But it's content-wise very similar to Destiny. There's a lot of ideas in here that are quite close to what we have in Destiny. We've got multiple different planets, and we do have a hell of a lot more missions in this game. I'm not sure I fully understand the storyline. I don't think the storyline is any better than Destiny. Not that there's much of a story to Destiny, but in terms of gameplay and content, there are a hell of a lot more missions in this game. I mean, so far I've opened up until Saturn and Jupiter, plus I've opened up quite a lot of the Void missions, and there's easily a good 100 or so missions to get through, which is considerably more than Destiny has. Now, in terms of gameplay, it has got characteristics, as I said, like Destiny, and one of them is that it is pretty tough at times. This game, it can be quite brutal. You can choose to play lower levels, but obviously if you do that, you're going to get less XP and less affinity, and XP and affinity equals you leveling up your Warframe, which is the character armor, if you like, that I'm wearing. So in this case I'm wearing a VOLT Prime. This is something I purchased from the marketplace. And also leveling up your weapons. Now you carry 3 weapons. I'm carrying a CERNOS bow, which is one of the weakest bows, but good obviously for silent killing and stealth killing, which I'll get onto in some later missions. You get these things called spy missions, where you have to kind of just sneak around and get objectives done. You can also do things like sabotage missions, which will also allow you to sneak around stealthily. Obviously, the less attention you draw to yourself, the easier it's going to be to get the mission done. An exterminate mission, obviously, it doesn't matter how quiet you are. Your goal or your objective is to kill everything in the level, and you can choose to do that any way you choose. Now, in terms of weapons, all weapons and Warframes can be leveled up to level 30. That's the maximum level. However, once you've leveled up a Warframe or a weapon, you can choose to polarize it. Now, each of the weapons and the Warframes have a number of slots. I think there's about 10 slots, plus the Warframe itself has an additional slot for the style of character that you're using, that you can choose to apply. But these slots will dictate things like, what they call slash damage or puncture damage. It'll make your weapons more efficient, give them benefits. One might be more ammunition, for instance. Another one might be a better impact level on the enemy. So, there's quite a lot of detail involved in leveling up characters. You'll pick up these kind of glowing canisters from around the level as you kill things, or from crates, which will allow you to add particular skills to weapons or Warframes, and those skills you can also level up through fusing them in within your spaceship and stuff. It's quite a complex process, but it sounds, once you start to get used to it, I will go through it in one of my videos actually for you guys, in the not too distant future. But it's something that is important to leveling up and getting through this game, is leveling up your weapons and your Warframes that you're using. I died there, unfortunately. I am up against harder levels of enemy than my Warframe is actually equipped to deal with. these guys I'm fighting against are much higher than me. But I did that because I'm trying to shortcut the level up process and get higher level of XP for each kill and stuff. Now, you do get full respawns a day for each of your warframes, so it's not full respawns at, you know, minimum. It's full respawns a day for each warframe that you own, which means you can't, you know, if you lose your full spawns, you can just simply go back in with another warframe if you have one and focus on leveling that one up. Now, there's lots of special missions that they do daily in this game, so there's lots of challenges. When you go into a mission, you always get like an affinity challenge, so it could be anything from killing 10 enemies stealthily to killing 30 enemies with pistols to killing 30 enemies. You know, there's quite a lot of variance in these affinity challenges that you get. Obviously, the more affinity and XP you get at a level, the quicker you're going to level that character up, and the more effective he's going to be at getting you into the later levels and opening up some of the later planets. So this particular warframe I'm using is the Prime version of the VOLT warframe, and he's not cheap. He was $57.99. I got a bunch of weapons with him. He is a better VOLT than the standard VOLT that's in the game, but in addition to that, you also get 2,000 in-game platinum. Now, platinum is the real world money, if you like. So it's when you spend platinum, you're spending your cash, real live cash. There's in-game credits, which are in-game credits. They don't cost you anything, but the platinum does, and that's your real money. Now, the thing is, it's a good deal if you're going to get into this game and you want to spend some time with it. Spending money is, you know, probably going to be a necessity to get some of these later levels open. You can get quite a way in the game as it's a free to play without actually spending money, but I noticed the minute I spent some money, the whole thing started to open up a lot more for me, and, you know, started to be a bit more achievable, shall we say. So the 2,000 platinum that I got with this particular warframe when I purchased the Prime Access, you know, was 2,000. So it's, if you think that a normal weapon in most cases costs around 300 platinum, which is about £15, so to buy the warframe and get all that platinum with it on Prime Access is actually a really good deal in terms of warframe money. I still think warframe is overpriced when it comes to things like its weapons and that. I would never buy a weapon solo. You know, spending 15 quid on a weapon item in the game, I think is absolutely criminal. However, buying these Prime Access packs makes it a bit more acceptable, and given I bought lots of other games, I didn't see the harm in spending $57.99 for this game when I've spent probably a few hundred hours playing this, and it's given me a lot of good entertainment and stuff. I would recommend it if you're into shooters and you like hack and slash games. This is going to be a game for you. Check it out. So remember, it is a free to play. It's on Xbox Live Marketplace. Just search for Warframe. So you can see there on the top left, this, as this is an exterminate mission, we've got these enemy countdown circle there. Now I've only got 3 enemies to kill. Once I've killed them, it's mission over and I can extract, and you'll get XP and credit bonuses for finishing particular missions. Obviously, the more difficult the mission, the higher level of XP and the higher level of cash you'll get at the end of it. Now, the game never rewards you platinum, or I've not seen that. I think when you very first play the game on free to play, it does give you some complimentary platinum, so do spend that wisely. Keep it until there's something you want, because you won't ever get platinum again from the game. The only way you'll get platinum after playing free to play is to actually buy it. So on my way to the end of the level here, we're going to come across some of these Kubros, and Kubros are kind of these dog wolf rings. There's a Kubro den there. Now you see there they were going to ignore me. I just had to piss them off as I ran past, so they will want to kill me now. But I'm just about to leg it out the level and cower out. So that's pretty much Warframe. I'll be back with plenty more Warframe, plenty more tips and information on the series. It's a massive game, definitely worth a download if you haven't checked it out yet. Thanks to all my subscribers. Take care, keep watching.